Well, internal alignment is the number one challenge for B2B C-suite executives. Behind that, second is the lack of understanding of the customer. Third, behind that is a focus on internal and external trust. And so, what my takeaway from what you've talked about here today is you took customer obsession to a new level in order to make the decisions that aligned the company. I had on a CMO and she's at a mid-market, so, mid to low enterprise level go-to-market consultancy. And she said 100% alignment is the biggest issue inside of B2B organizations today. And the number one change agent that aligns people internally across teams is the customer. So you solve alignment with the customer, you build trust with the customer when you understand more about the customer, you actually act as a customer obsessed organization.
And then I think you have to celebrate the customer. So the last part of that, whether you do that through customer awards, which we have, case studies, obviously, that also help the customer because the customer is the hero of their own story and of your story, right? And I think the other thing that I've seen really successful is people love to get those case studies, love to do PR with customers, but are you also helping them internally, right? That helps you and it may help them externally. But why are so many companies struggling to get customer stories? It's because they're not seeing the value to them, right? And so you've got to align that. And all kudos to my customer advocacy team. They've built amazing relationships. And another thing they've done is develop this peer-to-peer advocacy program where, a prospect or another customer can find and reach out to another customer and just say, hey, I saw you were using this product. How is it working? We're not there. Like this is peer to peer. That's another value, right? Oh, you work with us, you get access to this network of peers. Because what does one CIO want? They want to know what the other CIOs are doing. Right?
Right. Absolutely.
I think, celebrating them. And we just had our big event, SUSACON, where we had our customer awards. And, the one thing I've always said is like that moment should be huge. Like everyone on that stage getting that award should feel like this is like a big deal. I want them to feel like it's the Grammys or whatever it is. And so, and we had some really awesome categories and amazing names on that winner list, like brands you would know and recognize from around the world. How we brought people up on stage, how you celebrate those leaders, those companies, and make sure that the story is theirs. That is so important. It's not about you. Yes, your product helped deliver it, but are you helping solve, like we have a Swiss Science Institute, and they talked about like, we are solving world problems here. Yes, it takes technology because the machines we're using are massive computing these massive algorithms and stuff. But that's the stories you want to hear. It's like, how are we changing the world? Because that makes it all worth it. I mean, it's so exciting.